Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 185. The noun phrase today is dog days. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. If you hear someone say the dog days or the dog days of summer, it usually refers to the unpleasantly hot days starting anywhere from midsummer in July until as late as early September. Okay, let's continue. The origin of this phrase dates all the way back to ancient Rome or Greece and does not have anything to do with actual living dogs. Yeah, like in the past you might have heard some people say, the dog days, why? Does that mean like dogs, are they so hot? Are they salivating? Like, and a lot of dripping? Or is it related to the phrase dog tired? Is the weather so hot that it makes you dog tired? You'd often hear people say something like this, that maybe that's why we call them dog days. No, of course, that is not it, and let's give it to you now. However, it is related to the position of the stars, particularly the star of Sirius, which appears in Homer's Greek works as Orion's dog. All right, so this star. Yeah, like how the stars in the zodiac, they kind of, if you drew them around, they kind of shape an animal. Well, this is the same sort of idea. This is where this constellation comes from. Sirius is referred to as the dog star, the Canis Major constellation. Okay. Remember, Canis, anything to do with can, like, the word canine in English, anything that has that root always is related to dogs. So if it's a canine animal, it's an animal in the dog family. So it's dogs or wolves or coyotes or something like that. So we say the Canis Major constellation, that's the whole group of stars. And, if you kind of like, did the, like a picture going by the numbers or something, you could actually get the shape of a dog. So that's why they called it the dog star. And was the brightest and largest star. The ancient Greeks and Romans believed the star had added to the hot weather, and traditionally were referred to as the canicular days, again with the can, like for canine, canicular days, like dog days. Over time, the position of those stars can vary. The beginning days can be anywhere from July 3rd to August 11th, and lasting 30 to 61 days. In the 16th century, it was believed to start around July 7th and go to September 5th. And I think we kind of think of it in a similar fashion today. The term is often used in a descriptive, humorous way to refer to the hottest days of summer. So it's usually writers, journalists or writers will somehow, they want a funny way or a humorous way to refer to the hottest days of summer. They'll say the dog days. Okay, and we have a few examples here. Many people like to go to the beach to cool off during the dog days of summer, the hottest times or the hottest days of summer. During the dog days of summer, it is best to just stay home and enjoy the air conditioning. Well, some people might feel that way. Or let's see, what's the next one here? The baseball pennant race gets serious during the dog days of summer, especially more towards the end. You're getting towards the end of the season, and you have a clearer idea who may actually win their divisions and end up in postseason, the playoffs in the World Series. So it heats up. It gets hotter. The teams, try to race to who's going to be in first place by the end of the year. And we just have one last one here. Al Pacino was in an old movie called Dog Day Afternoon. Yeah, I remember when I was really young, I had seen this, and it was like, Dog Day Afternoon? Why are they calling it Dog Day Afternoon? Well, it was supposed to be during the dog days of summer. It's based on a true story of a guy with another guy robbed a bank, and they got caught, and they had to hold hostages. And they made a whole movie out of it, and then they almost kind of got to like each other, the bank robbers and the hostages, but in the end he tries to get away. It's a good story, but that's why it was called it. And I think there's also been another movie actually called the Dog Days of Summer too, so you might see it this way. Anyway, I hope you got it. Hope it's clear, hope it's informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.